I'm very passionate about the futurity program, and the AYC program is just ties right into it. But I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but Ronette knows how passionate I am. When she called me, I said, it's a 99% yes, but let me talk to Dad first. But if it wasn't for my dad taking me to North Platte every single year, I can assure you I want to be here talking to you today. So let's put our hands together for Ronette and the whole Classic team for doing this awesome program for the Hereford, well, for all ag youth, I guess. Thank you.
Thank you. And, you know, those words, I guess, kind of touch, because I wouldn't be here doing what I do either if it wasn't for my dad. And I wouldn't be here doing my job if it wasn't for my family helping me too. And you know what? That's what it's all about. We weren't supposed to get choked up. Going to introduce our next AYC breeder, Mr. Dave Gertz, and he'll introduce his family and tell us a little bit about his program.
Thank you, Ronette. My wife, Jessie, is a big supporter of keeping us on track of what we're supposed to be doing. But we're in the Hereford business. I've been raising seed stock all of my life. So we get the automatic horn, but I thought maybe that told me to quit. But I really looking forward to this. I think the youth is what we're trying to build around agriculture, and we got tremendous youth in the state of Nebraska up here right now that are doing an awesome job. I'm looking forward to next year.
Next up will be our next breeder is Ryan Kegley. He's from north of Kearney, and I'm going to let Ryan introduce his family and tell us a little bit about your program.
Thank you. My wife Emily couldn't be here tonight, but I got introduced to the Shorthorn breed 25 years ago at the Classic, and have owned them ever since. So have really enjoyed it. So I think this is a good deal to do.
And I see your mom and dad hiding over there on the bleachers. They can wave their hand, because that's what it's all about, is family. And you're exactly right. You got started here, and we've heard that from other cattlemen too. So next up, I'm proud and honored to introduce Mr. Kent Shlake. And why don't you introduce your family and tell a little bit about your program?
Thank you, Ronette. I have my wife here of 44 years come fall, Nadine. My youngest daughter, Elise. My future son-in-law, Ryan Lukinson. My oldest daughter, Erin Clayson, which is Snowy Hill down there at Beaver City. And my youngest grandson, which is born on my father's birthday during the Classic. And the middle daughter, Erica Johnson. And Lexi is here. Mike's supposed to be somewhere. Okay. And then also Aaron's two daughters, Corinne and Colburn. One's in Kansas at a college down there in Kansas. Colburn's at home taking a nap because we got a big week of basketball and showing steers. And husband is Lance Clayson. And what we do is we run a small herd of club cows with the calves, and then we do the breeding program. We kind of, I don't know how many years we've been here now, but it's been a long time for us, and it's always been enjoyable. And we try to work with the kids, the whole family. Even though we have two families here with Snowy Hill and EMJ, but it's still a family operation. So, and I appreciate it again for Annette asking me and my family. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, we're talking about celebrating our 30th anniversary, and I'm very honored that this breeder said yes, because you know what? He's been here all 30 years. He's been out here on Supreme Row a couple times, and I know he's man a few words, so I'm just going to take a few minutes. I don't think he'll mind. You know, his son's been here helping him. His daughter, Carrie, and her husband, I didn't see them. Were they here? All right. They're not here tonight, and so you'll have a grandson that I bet they're telling you got to keep going for a long time yet. So J.J. Beeler from Orleans, tell us a little bit about your program.
Well, they're balancer cattle, and it's my son and me, and then like she said, my daughter and her husband, and we're kind of excited to get together with somebody and try to help them out.
It'll be fun, so that'll be great. Come on and step up here, Brian. Brian, you know, you had a pretty successful year here today. You were partnered with Abby Stahlbaumer, and you guys captured that Supreme title. But tell us a little bit about your program down there at Bear Mountain.
Okay, again, I guess we're a family operation. It's my wife and I, Tiffany, which she's at home taking care of everything. And then our daughter, McKinley, is here with us, or with me. And then our other daughter, Reagan, she's going to school at Oklahoma State. And then we get whatever help we can find around. You want me? Okay, so we're Bear Mountain Angus, which it started for me as a 4-H project when I was 9. And I had a lot of people help me kind of get started. My parents didn't really have a background in showing or purebred business. They had a few feeder cattle at the time, but as a family, we grew this operation to what it is today. We run about 350 mother cows, have a bull sale in January, a female sale in November. And I guess when I run it, I saw her at our county fair there in Hayes Center, I don't know, a few years ago, and she was telling me about this program, and I just thought it was a great fit for us because I really like giving back to the kids, and anything I can do to keep that next generation going. I think this is an awesome program, so thank you.
Let's put our hands together and thank all these breeders. Well, as we're going to introduce our kids and pair them with their partner, I'll tell you a little bit how it's going to work. Tonight, they're just getting introduced. What they're going to do, the kids are going to be responsible to call these breeders in a couple weeks, line up a time that they can go to their place and get the heifer they're going to partner on. The first and foremost thing that has to happen is you got to insure that heifer before you ever take her home. Because we all know the heifer you don't want to have something happen to, you're going to go out there and she's laying flat on her back or she got herself hung up. This way you're protecting your partner, okay? You're going to communicate with them at least once a month, at least. And this year's going to be normal. We're not going to have any more of this COVID stuff, we hope. And so we'll be talking to you. We'll be coming to see you. And we want you to go to their ranch, learn about their operation, spend some time with them. These people are willing, they want to get to know you. It's all about developing a relationship. Miss Jaylee Pope, come on out here in the ring. Jaylee, I want you to tell them a little bit about yourself, your age, where you're from.
Hi, I'm Jaylee Pope. I'm a junior at Shelton High School. I'm 16, and I live out by Ravenna, Nebraska, and my family has Gelbvieh, Balancer, Angus, Red Angus, and a couple Hereford cows. So I'm really excited to be paired with one of these breeders and maybe try a new breed or show another one that I've already shown.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You're going to be paired with Dave and Jesse Gertz. Miss Helene, come on out here. Introduce yourself, tell them where you're from and how old you are.
Well, good evening. My name is Helene Kaiser. I'm 16 years old. I'm a junior at Gothenburg High School, and I'm from Gothenburg. I'm a fifth-generation farmer's daughter that has been around crops and cattle my whole life, and I'm really excited to be a part of this new experience and learn a lot more about a new breed.
Awesome. Well, your breeder isn't in the ring. You're partnered with Vogler Cattle Company, so they're excited to work with you. Miss Lexi Johnson, come on out. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Lexi Johnson. I am 14 and I'm a freshman at Gothenburg High School. And Shlake, that's my whole family over there. So you already met them now. I'm really excited to learn about a new breed because my immediate family, we raise maintainers, and I don't like the color black, so I'm hoping to find a Shorthorn or Charolais breeder over there. So I am really excited for that.
I I got some great news for you. Your grandpa's in trouble because you're paired with Ryan Kegley, and so you're going to have some fun with some Shorthorns. All right, Spencer Wallachowski, come on out. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Spencer Wallachowski. I am 16 years old, and I go to Sumner Eddyville Miller Public Schools. I live just between Sumner and Overton, and we run anything from Angus to Shorthorn to whatever really comes to the farm. So I'm just really excited to be here. Thank you.
I'm really excited to let you know you're going to be partners with J.J. Beeler, and so you're going to have a lot of fun, and I bet he would love for you to be showing some balancers all summer, so enjoy. Miss J.C. Smith, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, hi, I'm J.C. Smith. I'm a senior at Axtell High School. I live just south of here, about 8 miles between Minden and Axtell. We raise anything, well, my grandpa raised limousines, but we show club calves, been showing club calves for quite a while now, and I'm just super excited to get this opportunity to pair with someone and build a relationship.
Well, I got some fun news for you. You're going to partner with Nelson Hereford, so I bet we're going to see you in this facility this summer and as well as at a lot of other events. So have fun with Brett Nelson and his family. Come on out, Luke. Well, Luke, how's your day going?
Well, it's been a long day.
A long day. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give them where you're from and how old you are.
I'm Luke Olsen. I go to junior at West Holt High School. I'm 17 years old. We live just north of Atkinson, Nebraska. We have just a small herd, just a crossbred herd with a Angus base, and I'm open to showing anything, I guess.
Well, I have a pretty exciting partner for you. They're unable to be here tonight, but you're going to partner with Poss Angus, Danny Poss.
Thank you.
Come on out here, Miss Emily. Introduce yourself, tell them how old you are and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Tatum Schroder. I'm from around Beatrice, Nebraska. I'm 15 years old and I'm a freshman at Delarodale High School. And right now at home we're running strictly cow-calf operation with an exception with some of our choke heifers that we have. So, yeah.
You know what? I get an F for the night for screwing up your name, so I am so sorry, Miss Tatum. But I have a pretty exciting partner for you. You are going to be partnered with Bear Mountain Angus. I bet he would love for you to go to Angus Junior Nationals this summer and spend some time down in Palisades, so have fun with that. Come on out, young lady. Introduce yourself, tell them where you're from and your age.
Hi, I'm Mckenna Renner. I'm from North Platte. I'm a junior at Maywood Public Schools. And I run a small herd of club calf cows. So, I mean, I did this last year, back again this year because of unfortunate events with breeding, but I'm pretty excited for this year, so.
Awesome, yes. She is partnered with the Kevin Oshner family at Kersey, Colorado, so we'll look forward to seeing you back here next year. Nicholas, come on out.
I'm Nicholas Rohr. I'm from Eustis, Nebraska. I'm 16 and I go to Cambridge Public Schools.
I believe you just had a 16th birthday, is that correct? Well, you are going to be partnered with probably the family that has the most representatives in the ring. So they're going to have a lot of great advice and assistance for you. Kent Shlake and your family, enjoy Nicholas. Come on out, young lady. Introduce yourself and tell them how old you are and where you're from.
My name is Emily Happold. I'm 15 and I'm a sophomore at Donovan. And my family raises Angus, and I'm excited to find out what breeder I get.
Well, your representative isn't in the ring tonight. It's Schaefer Angus, and they're very excited to work with you, and I bet they'll have a heifer that you can head to Angus Junior Nationals with, so have fun. Good evening, miss. Introduce yourself and tell them how old you are.
I'm Madison Hirschman. I'm 17. I'm from St. Paul, Nebraska. I'm a junior, and my family raises Red Angus and Charolais.
Well, congratulations. You're partnered with Schulte Angus here at Kearney. Let's put our hands together, thank the breeders, wish the kids good luck, have fun. I'll let you guys dismiss from the ring. Make sure you give these breeders a call here in a couple weeks. Let them get settled in, make arrangements when you can go to their place, all right? Thanks, guys. Have fun, guys. Why don't you guys go to the picture backdrop, please? Picture backdrop, everybody. Everybody go to the picture backdrop. We'll give these guys just a few minutes to get their picture taken, and then we'll have everybody come back because we got some fun things we're going to do. So take the picture fast, Charles. Stuart Gilbertson. Are you around, Stuart Gilbertson? Well, we're going to have a little fun for just a minute because these guys have been here all 30 years. And Monday night when we did our supper with our consigners, we had a little fun, and Greg was there and he received his award, and we talked about memories over the last 30 years, and Greg had a little fun referencing Doug Dale. And did you think of any other exciting things while you've been sitting around for a couple days, Greg?
Well, I haven't done much thinking about that, I guess. It's just that the changes that have happened in the last 30 years, today's the way that everything was, it kind of made you wonder the last couple of days how the sales would go, but they really went good, and I was really happy about that. Things have just been improving all the time, I guess. So.
Good. Well, thank you for being here all 30 years. You got a plaque the other night, and we'll look forward to the next, right? Next up is J.J. Beeler from Beeler Galvay at Orleans, and he's been here all 30 years. And I'm going to pick on you a little bit. Go back to the old days and tell us what's a memory of the old days that comes to your mind.
Well, I just remember how it used to be that everybody had to be here. I mean, it was the big deal in Nebraska in the cattle business, and it's still great, but. I almost didn't do the 30 years. I almost stopped at 29 on Monday, but.
And you know what? He said a lot. How many cattlemen, I'm sure, were thinking on Monday, what in the world am I doing?
Yeah, that's for sure. But.
Well, thanks for being here all 30 years. And I believe Dick Holman, the vice president, will present you with a small token of our appreciation for being here all 30 years. Next up is a family that I'm very honored to work with, and gosh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 generations in the ring, Dutch, and Dutch hasn't missed a classic in all 30 years, didn't miss a pin of 5, and I'm going to put you on the hot seat, Dutch. What is a memory of the past?
Well, tell you what, the best memories, and we've had some success in the ring, but the most important thing to me was meeting the people and the friends that we made. You know, the cattle people, you are special, and we surely appreciate coming down and visiting with you.
Thank you, and let's put our hands together, and 4 generations, guys, that's pretty cool. And Dick Holman will present you with a small token of our appreciation for being here all 30 years. Mitch Benish joined the ring from Benish Charlets, and you're up to 4 generations now, right? Grandpa, your dad, you, your kids. Did you think of any other great memories?
No, but the last couple days where the weather has kind of turned nice kind of reminds me that every year, whether it starts out nice or starts out bad, it usually flips. So thank God for that.
Amen. I don't think we want to go back. I'm going to ask you, put your hands together and thank all of these breeders for being here all 30 years. Thanks, guys. Now we have some sponsors that have been a part of the Classic every single year for 30 years. And representatives from KRVN, Susan and Beth, come on out. You know, KRVN is the voice to cattlemen, and it's truly been an honor to work with KRVN for 30-some years, and you and your team do a great job, and we appreciate all of the on-the-fly, last minute, it's cold, we need to tell our cattlemen that they can still come, or we'll work with them, and we have a small token of our appreciation for KRVN for being here all 30 years. Let's put our hands together and thank them for being a part of the Classic. Larry Rowden, come on out here. You know, Larry, I got some fond memories because back in the old expo building, you were on the concrete apron and you weren't too far down from some other people that kept telling me, it's cold in here, turn the heat on, turn the heat on. But I'm going to reverse it. Why don't you share a memory of in the past or back in the old days?
Well, it's just like others. You know, when this started, it was a big deal. And it stayed a big deal for quite a while, and hopefully you'll have the opportunity to return to some of those.
Well, thanks ABS for being here, and we have a small token of our appreciation. And you know, our next 30-year sponsor, I know he can't come out here. He's not in any kind of official capacity. He's a member of the Classic Board of Directors, and trust me when I say it is killing him that he can't join me in the ring as Perina Mills. He couldn't be in the show ring. He couldn't be at the sale block. And we've got a small token, but he can hear us. So let's put our hands together and thank Randy Lenz for being here all 30 years. Thanks, Randy. All right. Now I think, where's George hiding? George, come on out here. Back in 1991 and probably before that, there was a group of individuals from the Kearney Chamber and Nebraska Cattlemen that came together and came up with the idea for the Classic, and George has hung with it all 30 years. George is the secretary-treasurer of the board of directors, and he's very dedicated. He volunteers his time, and he's passionate about the event. And I'm going to pick on him and let him share what's some of your memories of the past, George?
Well, most of the memories are all good memories. Undoubtedly, we've had some experiences over the last 30 years that maybe have challenged us a little bit. But probably the most interesting thing is twofold. Number one is that when we started out, this was basically strictly just a breed show. And many of you remember the old building, and we were cramped at that point in time. You remember the years that we had the tornado through here, and we were in the back room and in the tennis building. And as this has gone on, every 2 to 3 years we've added something new. And I think that's what's leading this to be one of the best shows in Nebraska, undoubtedly, and in the Midwest. The second thing is undoubtedly we're going to continue to do that, and I'm sure Renetta's mentioned that several times this week. The third thing I'd mention is that, again, we started out strictly as basically a breed show. And now, today, it's more of a family event than ever before. You just saw AYC kids. We've got the junior shows coming up. We've got the judging contest. And I truly believe this is as much a family event as it is a cattle show.
Let's put our hands together and thank him for dedication. And we got some small tokens. You got a plaque. We got a new briefcase. George is the financial man, so he can keep all his papers, and he's got a new hat there too. And make sure you take notice. George has a hat on that has the old logo on it, and so take notice of that. So thanks, George.
Just stay right here. Also, as we all know, things go up, things go down, and Ronette has been here close to 30 years every year. Yep, 30 years also. She's done a heck of a job, and with her help and her entire family and some boyfriends and all that, this show is growing. Let's give Ronette a big hand.
And it is. It's a family affair, but there's a big team up here, and we're going to recognize them a little later. Want to recognize and bring in the center of the ring. We've got some cornerstone sponsors with us tonight. Abe Smith with Corteva. Why don't you come on out here? Kinsey Freeman, Aurora Cooperative. I don't know, are Todd, Kim Booth, Gary, Vic, any of you guys around to come on out? Megan's making her way over here. You know, Abe, we've been joking for the last couple days that everybody's dreaming of pasture time. You know, we're very excited. You've heard me talk about we didn't get to do our classic on the road meetings earlier in January, but we're going to be traveling and doing meetings this year. So you'll be hearing from all of these guys. And, you know, the one thing that, Abe, that you can really help bring some warmth about is how you can help us get ready for pasture time.
You bet. Pasture time is right around the corner, and even though it's frozen outside, you've got weeds that are growing right now from perennial standpoint, or weeds that are going to be growing soon enough here. Corteva AgriScience, as well as we co-sponsored this year with Brevant. We've got some great products to help you address your forage weed management problems that you have. Things like thistles and ragweeds and all sorts of other weeds that you face. We've got great solutions for. And Kit Held Seed out of Lee, Nebraska has been another piece of our sponsorship. And Kit's got a wide variety of corn and bean products that can help you. Just so pleased to be part of the sponsorship here. It's been good to see everybody out and about, and just to see everyone interacting in somewhat of a normal way, all in all. So we appreciate the opportunity to be part of something special here. Thank you.
Thanks, Abe. And like I said, we're going to look forward to traveling around for 2020 run and visiting with everybody about their pastures. Next here is Kinsey Freeman, and she's with Aurora Cooperative.
Thank you. I'm Kinsey Freeman with Aurora Cooperative Animal Nutrition. We've got a booth set up over here. I've got several of my teammates. Cody's over here, or was on the wall. You probably see him around quite a bit. Just excited to be here as a cornerstone sponsor once again. Aurora Cooperative has quite a few divisions. We're pretty diversified, as many of your operations are. We've got agronomy, grain, animal nutrition, energy. We also have an aerial spraying division and recently purchased an ethanol plant. So those are just some of the things and services that we can provide. I think that it's easy to talk about products, and I think we have really high quality products. But I think the biggest thing that we have to offer is the people that are on our team. Most of us are actually in the industry and invested in the industry personally. So we definitely care about your operations, because the things that affect you positively and negatively, we go through those same things. So it allows us to really understand your perspective. We certainly want to see each of you have success. We are geared up for the junior show weekend. I know there's a lot of excitement going on in the barn right now, and we've got a lot of opportunities for youth. I know that's something that the Classic and Aurora Cooperative really are in line with. We really want to provide opportunities for families, especially in the show deal. So continue to visit with us this weekend. We've got quite a few representatives. Jefferson Keller is new to our team. He's back in the barns probably, but we're just excited to visit with each of you and talk about the opportunities that we have to offer. One thing I'll mention, we work with Randy, and Randy's always really good about giving a special shout out to Renette. So I want to help him out and do that as cornerstone sponsors, and just as all of us being involved in this show. It's not easy to put on. It takes a lot of work and a lot of passion. So again, if we could just give her a big round of applause, we appreciate her time.
Thanks, Kinsey. Next up is a cornerstone that is extremely passionate about youth too, and Cattlemen. It's my honor to introduce Megan Bochansky. She's with Biozyme, VitaFerm, SureChamp.
Thank you, Ronetta. It's awesome to be here tonight and see everyone out and about. This is our second year as a cornerstone sponsor, and it's an honor to be part of such a quality event. So again, thank you so much to Ronette and her crew. They've just done an amazing job this week, and I'm excited for this weekend. Getting into the junior shows, we do have a quality youth program that we have at Biozyme. So again, please stop by and visit with us on that. We look forward to chatting with you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I don't think Todd or Kim joined us out here. Platte Valley Auto, Pony Express, Heartland Chevy, and I'll just speak on their behalf for just a moment. Todd Booth and Gary are extremely passionate about youth and the next generation, and that's probably why they're involved in the Classic. So when you're wanting to buy a vehicle, whether it's new or used, give them guys a call. Tell them that you've seen them at the Classic, you appreciate their support. Like I say, they're all about relationships. So give them a chance. They want to work with you, and like I say, they want to get to know your family. There's a gentleman sitting over here, and I think he's hiding because he's got a bad wheel. He's the president of the Classic Board, and even though he's got his foot up, we're going to make it easy on him. Stuart Gilbert's son, him and his wife are sitting here, Marcy, and on behalf of the board, want to say a few words, Stuart?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for coming and working through the weather this last weekend. It was a little miserable for all of us, but looking forward to the junior events this weekend with the kids, and hope everybody enjoys it, and thanks to Renat. So.
Thank you. And yeah, put your hands together. Him and his family, they were part of the AYC program. It's a family affair. That's been a common thing you've been hearing all of us talk about. And I know I would miss one of them or some of them, but all of the team, board members are lined up here, and I'm going to ask you, put your hands together because most of them are volunteering their time, guys. Well, thank you to everyone, and we'll have a few minutes here, and we'll get ready for our Supreme Female Drive. We'll get our judges gathered around and kind of get ready for the finale of what everybody's waiting for. ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome here to our 30th anniversary Supreme Drive. And at this time, I'm going to bring to the center of the ring our three judges that have the challenge of selecting our Supreme female here first. Nick Simmons, if you join me out here. Nick is coming to you from Fitz Genetics at Perry, Oklahoma. Barb Ulrichs from Ulrichs Cattle, Norfolk. And Cody Dubit was originally from Parker, Colorado. He now resides in McCook, Nebraska. So guys, come on out here to the center of the ring, and we're going to get ready to drive at you our 12 champion females. They're going to come in, make a complete circle, and pack through the middle of the ring. All right, ringmaster, are you ready over here, Mr. Miller? Ladies and gentlemen, your champion horned Hereford heifer. Your champion horned Hereford heifer was consigned by J.C. Cattle Company of Dwight, Kansas. This female sold to Andrew Bowman of York, Nebraska. Your champion polled Hereford heifer. Your champion polled Hereford heifer was consigned by Morgan Cattle Partners of Burwell, Nebraska. This heifer sold to Corey Rosenbaum of Wantaka, Indiana. Your champion Angus heifer. Your champion Angus heifer was consigned by Cisco Brothers and Kearns Cattle of Syracuse, Nebraska. She sold to Schulte Angus of Kearney, Nebraska. Your champion purebred Simmental heifer. Your champion purebred Simmental heifer was consigned by Foreman Goki Cattle Company of State Center, Iowa. She sold to Glenn Hogan of Sutherland, Nebraska. Your champion percentage Simmental heifer. Your champion percentage Simmental heifer was consigned by Cisco Brothers of Syracuse, Nebraska. She sold to Marv Benton of Fort Collins, Colorado. Your champion Charlet heifer. Your champion Charlet heifer was consigned by Heim Farms of Plattsmouth, Nebraska. She sold to Scott Lubin of Plattsmouth, Nebraska. Your champion balancer Galvey heifer. Your champion balancer Galvey heifer was consigned by Steinkugger Farms of Upland, Nebraska. She sold to Brody Weiss, Felt Farms of Wakefield, Nebraska. Your champion Shorthorn heifer. Your champion Shorthorn heifer was consigned by Curtis Genetics of Madrid, Nebraska. She sold to Justin Bang of Hooper, Nebraska. Your champion Maine Anjou heifer. Your champion Maine Anjou heifer was consigned by Bar S Cattle Co. of Laurel, Iowa. She sold to Bradley Bullock of Hayes Springs, Nebraska. Your champion Kiania heifer. The champion Kiania heifer was consigned by Bar S Cattle Co. of Laurel, Iowa. She sold to Joe Kaiser and family at Gothenburg, Nebraska. Your champion AOB heifer. The champion AOB heifer was consigned by Benish Cattle Company of Valparaiso, Nebraska. She sold to Ryan Beach of Palmyra, Nebraska. Your champion AYC heifer. She was consigned by Abby Stahlbaumer and Bear Mountain Angus of Oconto, Nebraska. She sold to Gail Neumeister of Syracuse, Nebraska. Ladies and gentlemen, what a lineup of heifers. Let's put our hands together and congratulate all of these cattlemen. They deserve a huge round of applause because each and every one of you know on Sunday and Monday, probably the last thing you were thinking you needed to do was drag a trailer to Kearney to the Classic. Well, now we'll kind of turn it over to our three judges. And again, we're very honored to have with us here tonight Nick Fitzsimmons from Oklahoma, Cody Dubut, originally from Colorado, now at Nebraska, and Barb Ulrichs from Norfolk, Nebraska. We did a lot of honoring of individuals, and this man was hiding earlier. Ron Miller, get off your chair and come here. Ron Miller, hop up. Takes a big team, takes a lot of volunteers, and everybody ringside know you do a lot of traveling, Ron. Now that we got you a jacket, we've kind of got you an official bag, and I think it's got the NCC logo on it. We've got you a mug with the NCC logo on it, so no matter where you're traveling, you'll remember where you got to be in February, August, and November. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Let's thank Ron Miller for volunteering, being here all week long, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you one more time. Let's put our hands together, and congratulations and a thank you to all of these guys for being here. A whale of a set of cattle. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 30th anniversary Supreme Champion female goes to number 4, purebred Simmental Heifer, consigned by Foreman Gurecki Cattle Co. of State Center, Iowa, and sold to Glenn Hogan from Sutherland. Congratulations, guys. The exhibitor of the Supreme Champion female does receive a $2,500 cash prize. The buyer receives a $1,000 cash prize. So congratulations to both the buyer and the seller on your champion purebred Simmental Heifer. Well, I believe the bulls have been waiting. So, Ron, do you kind of got them back there, you think? Think we got them all? If we can kind of clear way so we can get our champion bulls in here for their turn, fellas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to gear up here for our bull drive for the Supreme Champion here at the 2021 Nebraska Cattlemen's Classic. Your champion horned Hereford bull. Your champion horned Hereford bull was consigned by Langren Ranch of Bartlett, Nebraska. He sold to Kester Herefords of Fullerton, Nebraska. Your champion polled Hereford bull. Your champion polled Hereford bull was consigned by Langren Ranch of Bartlett, Nebraska. He sold to Robert Brenner of Idalia, Colorado. Your champion Red Angus bull. Your champion Red Angus bull was consigned by Bullis Creek of Wood Lake, Nebraska. He sold to Doug Bede of Chambers, Nebraska. Your champion Angus bull. Your champion Angus bull was consigned by Nelson Angus of Crete, Nebraska. He sold to Jeff Fouts of Hildreth, Nebraska. Your champion purebred Scimitar bull. Your champion purebred Scimitar bull was consigned by Mike Height of Fargo, North Dakota. He sold to Glenn Hogan of Sutherland, Nebraska. Your champion percentage Scimitar bull. Your champion percentage Scimitar bull was consigned by Cisco Brothers Cattle Co., Yoakumson Cattle Co. of Syracuse, Nebraska. He sold to Mark Steffenga of Laurel, Iowa. Your champion Charlet bull. Your champion Charlet bull was consigned by Fancy Creek Charlets of Randolph, Kansas. He sold to Bob Hirschman of St. Paul, Nebraska. Your champion Limousine bull. Your champion Limousine bull was consigned by Crazy Woman Creek of Rushford, Minnesota. He sold to Max Schultz of Oxford, Nebraska. Your champion Galway Balancer bull. The champion Balancer Galway bull was consigned by September Farms Riddle Cattle Co. of Franklin, Nebraska. He sold to J.J. Beeler of Orleans, Nebraska. Your champion Shorthorn bull. The champion Shorthorn bull was consigned by Crawford Family Shorthorns of Roca, Nebraska. He sold to Bill Tiedemann of McCook, Nebraska. Your champion Maine Anjou bull. The champion Maine Anjou bull was consigned by Brian Franzen of Brady, Nebraska. He sold to Travis Gesselman of Culbertson, Nebraska. Your champion Kiania bull. Was consigned by KQM Cattle Co. of Minden, Nebraska. He sold to Rick Burtonson of Alexis, Illinois. Your champion AOB bull. Your champion AOB bull was consigned by Tuttle Cattle Company of Dorchester, Nebraska. He sold to Burnell Shiflett of Cambridge, Nebraska. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Thank and congratulate all these consigners. And now we'll let our three judges make their selections for our Supreme Champion Bull at the 30th Anniversary Nebraska Cattlemen's Classic. Only because I like to pick on Ron Miller. You know, Ron, back in August when we had the pop-up, you kept telling me you were wishing it was a little cooler. Didn't we go to a little extreme this week?
Just a little.
Well, don't worry. We're going to heat it up again in August with our pop-up again. And, of course, you're going to be busy parking cars, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we're definitely going to heat it up in November, so we'll look forward to that.
Yes, ma'am.
And back again in February.
Right.
George, you're kind of a wagering enthusiast. Did you make any guesses on tonight?
I've made a few guesses, but that's all.
Did you make any bets in the back?
Nobody had any money to play with.
That's the story of the year, isn't it? No money. No money, nobody to do the work. That seems like a common question. Well, we started off the Classic last Saturday with 412 livestock judging enthusiasts, whether it was in a senior college, junior college, youth divisions that traveled to the Classic from all across the nation. The Classic board and team cooked a tremendous prime rib supper for that group that came to the Classic. Monday night, they cooked another prime rib supper for the consigners that had rolled in. Thursday, they cooked up a prime rib hot beef sandwich lunch for our buyers. They've helped us all week, and I'm going to ask you one more time. They're all scattered around ringside. Put your hands together and thank the board and all the volunteers here, guys. I'm going to ask the bulls to park through the center like we did before. So, young man, if you want to start the lineup up here, and let's line up, go down through the center, please. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Supreme Champion Bull goes to the champion Angus, consigned by Nelson Angus of Crete and sold to Jeff Fouts of Hildreth. Let's put our hands together. Congratulations then on a Supreme Champion Bull, and thank you and congratulations to all of you.